Hey guys, so we are on to our first layout for this mini series. With this one, I am basically just going to use it with the intention or the theme that it was made for. And this is going to be a double page layout with a bunch of pictures. So I'm showing you that there's this one paper that's actually the back side of kind of the, is it cover paper or cover page, where you it shows you the title of the collection and then also has all of the other kind of peeks about the papers that's in the collection. And then on the back side it has that pattern paper with the lobster, so I'm going to use that because I know that I'm only going to use the one side of it. And then I have a lot of pictures, and I also have pulled out a green cardstock for my stash. There was some green on my photos, and so I thought that that would be a good background so that it will blend, or it will work well with the photos that I have. So like I said, with this first layout, I'm going to use it with the intention or the theme that it was created for, which is kind of a water beach theme. Now my pictures are from a river event or excursion with my family, so it's not a beach one, but it has the water, so I thought that that would work well too. So the beauty about these kinds of collections, especially when you're using it for the theme that it was used for, is that you already have the images and the stickers and the other items that would go well with the theme. So I have a lot of photos of my family jumping into the water, and there's a lot of open spaces on it. So because I have a ton of pictures and I wanted to incorporate them here, but there's a lot of empty spaces, I decided to cut my photos, or to trim my photos in circles. And so I'm going to use those circles to decorate the other parts of my layout. And so if you're looking into incorporating a lot of pictures, but then you just want to emphasize certain items in the photos, you could always cut them out or cut them in shapes like what I'm going to be doing, or just crop them. I know that well, when I started in scrapbooking in early 2000, that's kind of was the theme, was that you crop the photos, and you had like all different shapes like triangles and hexagons, and now we don't do that. I mean, I've seen people do hexagons and triangles, but not so often, and I actually hesitate to do that with my photos because I feel like the novelty of those shapes kind of wear off, and so your pages don't look, or they don't have the classic feel to them. And I mean, I want to keep my pages kind of close to classic, so it doesn't feel, what am I trying to say? Like, it doesn't feel like it will be dated. But with circles, I think that you can still maintain the classic look of it. So now that I've cut the circles, I've also cut out some papers for the circles to kind of incorporate there. This was my way of incorporating a lot of the scraps in this layout. Now I was looking at this page, and if you know my process, you know that I don't adhere anything until I'm done. And so when I was looking at it, it just felt like it was not, like the pattern paper was a little bit too busy, and so I put some vellum on the left side of the pattern paper just to kind of tone it down. However, you will see me later that when I start adhering, that that vellum will actually be won't make it to the final cut. And so now that I'm looking at it, I really like these two photos of a group photo of us, and but I realized that I didn't have any room for titles, and because there's two of them, I figured that I could let go of one of them and then put a title block on its place. So now I'm looking at basically my 3x4 photos and see what I can use for my title block. and then I'm gonna go with the one with the anchor, but it has that opening in the middle, and so that's where my title was gonna be. And at this point I really don't have a title yet, because I just focused mainly on the placement of the photos and cutting the pattern papers and some of the photos in circles. And so now I'm looking into my sticker sheet, and it had the words for sun, sea, and sand, and so that's what I'm going to use, but it didn't have the ampersand N, and the letter stickers, I did not have enough letters to make A and D. And then also I just felt like it needed a little bit of something different other than what is available with my sticker sheet. So you're going to see me later that I'm going to pull out something from my stash. Now, one thing that I learned from pulling out this collection was that the sticker sheets, I think it's because it has been stored for years, there was a part of it that was hard to come out. So I'm going to be kind of fiddling with this because it was really hard to come out. And I even had to kind of pry out, I don't know if you can see it, but in the word C, the E, the center of it, or like the the part of the E that you can take out, it wasn't coming off. And I think that's because this collection has been stored for years, and so I'm having a hard time with it, just because it's older. And so that's something that I'm going to be remembering, and maybe it will help you to remember as well, is that don't let your stickers kind of be kept for a long time, because then you might have a hard time pulling them out, just like what I did. And I don't think this, the manufacturing should be blamed for it. I think it's still good quality stickers. I just think that it's because I've started for a long time. And so here I am finishing up. Basically, I've adhered everything, and I showed you that I forgot to adhere the vellum on the other side. And so at the end of the day, it wasn't so bad, because I covered it up with the journaling block and then the circles of the photos and the pattern paper, so I'm not so worried about that. And I did pull out a little Simple Stories sticker sheet, a black one, and I just used the ampersand for that to complete my title. And then here I am just finishing up with a few more little stickers, and that's basically my layout. I did adhere some of the photos with some foam nuts just to give them dimension, and also inked up the edges. So I hope you like this first layout, and I hope you come back for the next few layouts, and I'll catch you guys another day. Bye.